Hello everyone, I Dr. B.K. Ghosh welcome you all to the SWAYAM online course lecture on Introduction to Construction Safety in Industry. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about various key components of construction safety. The contents are introduction, what is safety, why is there an issue of safety arise, accidents, the causes of accidents, effects of accident, ways to ensure safety, PPE and safety signs. Introduction. The civil engineering industry is one of the biggest industry in modern times. It is also an industry where extensive use of labor is required, and where such large amount of human labor is involved, a matter of safety arises. In India, safety in construction is not a serious issue and is neglected very often. For proper development and growth of economy, apart from rapid industrialization, a stable and productive workforce is a must. To build a productive workforce, it is essential that managements strive to meet the workers' social, psychological and welfare needs and take steps to humanize and work environment. The construction safety is a critical aspect of the construction industry aimed at preventing accidents, injuries and fatalities among the workers and minimizing the potential risks to the public. It encompasses a set of practices, regulations and guidelines designed to create a safe working environment on construction sites. The primary goal of construction safety is to protect the health and well-being of all the individuals involved in a construction project while ensuring the successful completion of the project within the specified time frame and budget. The key components of construction safety are risk assessment and management. Before any construction project begins, a comprehensive risk assessment should be conducted. This involves identifying the potential hazards, evaluating the associated risks, and implementing strategies to minimize or eliminate those risks. This protective approach helps in preventing accidents and injuries during the construction process. Training and education. The proper training and education are very crucial for all the individuals working on a construction site. The workers should be well informed about the safety procedures, the proper equipment usage, emergency protocols and the potential hazards associated with their task. Regular training sessions help to reinforce safe practices and keep the workers updated on new safety developments. Fall protection. Falls are one of the leading causes of injuries and fatalities on construction sites. Implementing fall protection measures like the guardrails, the safety harnesses and safety nets can prevent accidents from elevated surfaces. The personal protective equipment, that is called PPE, it includes items such as hard hats, safety goggles, ear protection, gloves and reflective vests. These items are designed to safeguard the workers from specific hazards they might encounter while performing their tasks. The proper usage of PPE significantly reduces the risk of injuries. Machinery and equipment safety. The proper maintenance, inspection and operation of machinery and equipment are essential to prevent accidents. Lockouts, tagout procedures which prevent machinery from being accidentally activated during maintenance are crucial for worker safety. The site organization and housekeeping. A well organized and clean construction site reduces the likelihood of accidents caused by clutter, the tripping hazards, or unsecured materials. Regular housekeeping ensures a safer work environment. Emergency planning. The construction site should have well defined emergency plans in the place to address various situations such as fires, chemical spills, and medical emergencies. Adequate signage, access to first aid supplies, and clear evacuation routes are essential components of emergency preparedness. Communication. Effective communication among all levels of workers and management is essential for safety. This includes clear instructions, warnings about hazards, and open channels for reporting safety concerns. Monitoring and inspection. Regular site inspections by trained safety personnel help to identify potential hazards and ensure the compliance with safety regulations. Corrections can be made promptly, preventing the accidents from occurring. In conclusion, construction safety is a paramount concern in construction industry. By implementing comprehensive safety measures, adhering to regulations, and fostering a safety conscious culture, the construction companies can mitigate risks, protect their workers, and achieve successful project outcomes. What is safety? Safety is a difficult term to define due to interrelatedness of several factors. Very often, safety is adjudged in terms of an inverse relationship with accident rate. High rate means low safety and vice versa. Theoretically, safety would mean the absence of danger at work. This is possible by eliminating hazards that create the danger. A more practical definition would be a thing is provisionally categorized as safe if its risks are deemed known and, in the light of knowledge, judged to be acceptable. Safety can also be defined as the condition of enterprise operations in which, by controlling the hazards, accidents-free protection can be achieved. Why does the issue of safety rises? Due to frequent accidents, there is a loss of labor, money, time, material. Due to accidents, there is also a loss of reputation of the builder. Let us discuss the accidents. Accidents are readily recognized when there is a damage to properties and someone is injured. Generally, an accident is defined as an event which is unexpected or the cause of which is unforeseen, or it can also be defined as any occurrence that interrupts or the cause of which is unforeseen. However, it's not always easy to determine to what extent the accidents are the direct results of working environment only. There may be lack of proper safety equipments at work site. It can be because of long working hours. They may cause fatigue. It may be because of improper living conditions or improper working conditions. It is because of these reasons that very often safety, occupational health, working conditions and welfare are backtracked together for evolving measures of accident control as well as of promoting safety. It may be underlined that in construction, the concern for safety is for both persons and property structure. The risk of accident is present in all everyday activities, and it is not fair to pretend that a work site can be entirely free from accidents. However, a more practical way is to consider a construction site safe when persons can go about their normal work without undue risk. The causes of accidents: number 1, the human causes; second, the faulty working methods; and thirdly, the structural failures. The human causes: lack of knowledge, the lack of interest in the work that the one is doing; other personal factors, the lack of skill, the carelessness in supervision are the main reason of human causes. The faulty working practices: substandard use of materials, the striking against the objects, no use of protective equipments, no site layout, or improper storage of materials. So far as structural failures are concerned, the major is failure of foundation, the faulty design, the natural calamities. The effects of accidents are basically loss of life, loss of time, and the escalation of the project cost. Effects of accidents in the construction industry. Accidents in the construction industry can have far-reaching and often devastating effects. These effects impact not only the individuals directly involved, but also the entire project, the company, and sometimes even the community. Here are some of the significant effects of accidents in the construction industry. They are: number 1, human impact, injuries and fatalities. The accidents can result in serious injuries or even fatalities for workers and bystanders. These incidents lead to pain, sufferings, and loss for the individuals involved and their families. Second is psychological trauma. Witnessing or being involved in accidents can cause psychological trauma for workers and witnesses, leading to long-term emotional distress and mental health issues. The second is the project delays. In that, the major is work stoppage. Accidents often lead to the temporary suspension of work as investigations are conducted and safety issues are addressed. This can result in project delays, missed deadlines, and increased costs. Another part is rescheduling and resourcing. To accommodate for loss of time, the projects might need to be rescheduled, causing logistical challenges in terms of resource allocation and coordination. The third is financial impact. In that, medical cost and compensation. The companies may need to cover medical expenses for injured workers and provide compensation for lost wages, disabilities, and fatalities. Another part is legal costs. Accidents can lead to legal proceedings including lawsuits, fines, and penalties, resulting in additional financial burden for companies. The fourth is reputation damage. The public perception. Accidents can negatively impact a company's reputation, affecting its standing within the industry and among potential clients. A reputation for poor safety practices can deter the clients and partners. Another part of this can be media attention. The serious accidents may attract the media attention, leading to negative publicity that can be difficult to overcome. The fifth point is increased insurance cost. Higher premium. Frequent accidents can lead to increased insurance premiums, putting additional financial strain on the company. Sixth point is the decreased employees' morale. Fear and stress. The accidents can create an atmosphere of fear and stress among workers, affecting their overall morale and job satisfaction. Another point is the decreased productivity. The workers who are concerned about their safety may become less productive, impacting the efficiency of the project. Ninth is the project quality and integrity, rework and corrections. The accidents can damage completed work or materials, necessitating rework and corrections. This can compromise the quality and integrity of the project. In conclusion, accidents in the construction industry have multifaceted and severe consequences that extend beyond immediate injuries and damages. These effects impact various aspects of a project, a company's operations, financial stability and reputation. To mitigate these effects, prioritizing the comprehensive safety measures, training and fostering a safety conscious culture is crucial for well-being of workers and success of the construction projects. Ways to ensure safety. There are many ways to ensure that proper safety is provided on the site. Here are given some of the ways to see how we can provide safety on site. Number 1, role of designer, the role of safety program, appointment of safety officer and provisions of personal protective equipments, which we call as PPE. The role of designer. In the development of a project, a significant role is played initially by the designer of the project and then by the constructor of the project. The construction workers' safety has often been regarded the sole responsibility of the construction contractor. Despite the obvious reasons for placing the primary responsibilities on the contractor, the safety performance on a project may well be dictated to a large extent by the decisions made by the designer. The designer, while designing the building, may design it in such a manner that it becomes easy and safe for the construction of the higher part of the structure. Safety programs. Most of the accidents take place are mostly due to the lack of knowledge and skill of the workers and supervisors. This can be improved by holding a safety training camp for the whole site staff and workers. Specially trained personnel should be hired to hold the safety camps. Whenever recruiting a new worker, their experience should be checked and adequate knowledge of the work should be given to them to keep a record of all the accidents that took place. The key elements of effective safety programs are: number 1, hazard assessment; number 2, training; number 3, policies and procedures; fourth is the accident intelligence measurement, management, commitment. The safety officer. A safety officer should be specially appointed to take care of all the safety related issues of the construction site. The personal protective equipments, in short called as PPE, are the most basic front of protection and safety for all the workers. There are various personal protective equipments according to the type of the work, and the few basic about PPE are PPE for head protection, for eye protection, for ear protection, for hand, for work on higher floors and respirators. The importance of construction safety PPE. Certainly, the importance of the personal protective equipments in construction safety cannot be overstated. The PPE plays a crucial role in safeguarding workers from a wide range of hazards commonly found in the construction environments. Here is why PPE is essential in construction safety. Number 1, hazard mitigation. Construction sites are rife with potential hazards such as falling objects, heavy machinery, electrical wires, hazardous chemicals and more. The PPE provides a barrier between the worker and these hazards, reducing the risk of injuries or exposure. The second is injury prevention. The PPE is designed to protect various parts of the body such as the head, eyes, ears, hands and feet. The wearing appropriate PPE minimizes the chances of injuries like head injuries, eye injuries, hand injuries and foot injuries. Third is the compliance with regulations. Many safety regulations and standards require the use of specific PPE in certain situations. The compliance not only keeps workers safe but also prevents legal issues and penalties for non-compliance. Fourth is role in emergency situations. In case of accidents or emergencies, the PPE can provide a level of protection that could be critical in preventing serious injuries or even fatalities. For example, a hard hat can prevent head injuries from falling debris. Worker confidence. When workers are equipped with proper PPE, they feel more confident and secured while performing their task. This confidence can positively impact their overall performance and productivity. Sixth is the reduction of medical costs. By preventing the injuries, the PPE contributes to the reduction of medical expenses associated with treating the work-related injuries. This is beneficial for both the workers and employer. Seventh is preventing long-term health issues. The prolonged exposure to certain hazards can lead to chronic health issues. The PPE such as respiratory mask or hearing protection can help to prevent long-term health problems caused by exposure to dust, chemicals, noise, etc. Eighth point is improved company reputation. A company that prioritizes work safety by providing proper PPE demonstrates a commitment to its employees' well-being. This positive safety culture can enhance the company's reputation and attract skilled workers. Ninth is the adoption to changing environments. The construction sites are dynamic and can present different hazards throughout the project. The PPE can be adjusted and selected according to the specific needs of each task, allowing the workers to adapt to change conditions. 10th is awareness of hazards. The act of putting on PPE can serve as a visual reminder to workers of the potential hazards they may face. This awareness encourages them to be more cautious and attentive to their surroundings. The 11th point is about the prevention of cross-contamination. In situations where workers handle hazardous materials, the PPE can prevent the cross-contamination and protect them from exposure to harmful substances. In summary, the personal protective equipment is an indispensable component of construction safety. Its role in preventing injuries, mitigating the hazards, ensuring regulatory compliances and creating a safety conscious work environment makes it a vital aspect of any construction project. Employers and workers must recognize its significance and ensure that proper PPE is worn at all times in potentially hazardous conditions. If we look into the whole scenario, there are three components: the proper planning, proper designing and the implementation. Under planning, one must include all the aspects that are going to be executed. As far as the designing is concerned, the designing of the different components, including the site, the materials, proper materials to be used and the procedures to be adopted must be there. And the third part is that proper planning, designing, and it must be also implemented in the way the things are planned and designed. Unless until these three components are taken together with proper meticulous planning, it is not possible to have a safe working environment. Everyone involved plays a very vital role. It starts from the contractors, the workers, and the total procedures that is going to be followed strictly by the safety officer. In conclusion, we can say that safety is very important in all civil engineering industry, but the safety scenario in the construction industry, especially in India, is very poor. This results in lot of casualties that hamper the normal working of the projects. A safe working environment can be very easily achieved by the proper interaction between the components of the industry, starting from the contractor, the designer and the laborers. The contractors have to be very clear about that they are going to execute the project as designed, and also the laborers are properly trained with all the protective and the safety measures, methods both being honored, providing them with all the possible PPEs. Regular training are very essential to have a project completed successfully. Unnecessarily, the losses, the escalations are going to hamper the overall scenario of the project. Also, the constitution can play its part in maintaining the proper habitable conditions for the workers and ensuring the safety by being strict on those who do not follow rules and penalizing them accordingly. The contractors must have a fear that if they are not going to honor the safety methods and protocols, they are going to be penalized. Only this regulation is going to give a safe working culture in the construction industry. Unless all these factors are work together, the accidents will keep occurring and the safety will be compromised. With this, we end to our today's lecture about the basics and the fundamentals of the safety in any project, any construction industry or the civil engineering structures. Thank you.